All right. Tomorrow's my birthday. What'd you get me?
A big bag of crap.
Cod?
Crap.
Crap?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. How old are you going to be?
22.
Yeah, right. Good age. I wish I was still 22.
How old are you?
I just turned 28 on February 7th.
Oh, you might want to throw in that those dreams of having a pro career.
Hey, man, I'm happy with what I've had so far. Skateboarding's been really good to me.
Yeah, what have you had so far?
I don't know. I mean, I got to travel the world and see a bunch of super dope spots and skate with some really fun people. So I guess I couldn't really ask for more than that.
But didn't skateboarding drive you insane?
Nothing skateboarding. I think, skateboarding's been a blessing to me.
Are you still clinically insane?
No. Basically, I got a hyperthyroid condition, and I take medicine for it, and that's it.
What is that?
I've been through some...
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, no, I had been through, like, a lot of hard times before dealing with stuff that we thought was, like, mental health conditions and all these different doctors I went and saw. And finally, my mom said, she thought that maybe I had something similar to what she had, which is a hyperthyroid condition.
Mm-hmm.
And that a lot of times there's, like, misdiagnosis or it's similar to, like, bipolar disorder.
Right.
And basically I was having all those same symptoms, like couldn't sleep, staying up, spazzing out, like rapid weight gain and weight loss and stuff like that. So finally a different doctor took some tests to find my thyroid levels, and sure enough it was like off the scale and basically prescribed me this stuff called Tapazole. It's like a thyroid depressant.
Okay.
And I've been taking it for a couple years now and haven't had any problems like sleeping or no craze, nothing like that. So,
wow.
Pretty much psyched. Yeah, so that's like the end of my story is that like I had something wrong with me and they took medicine and now it's all good.
So you were never crazy.
They had well, I mean, I was crazy. I guess I've been a skateboarder for 22 years, but other than that, just had some problems that had to get fixed. And luckily, it had nothing to do with mental health issues.
Where's your thyroid located? Isn't it in your butt?
It's like in your throat.
Oh.
It regulates all your hormones.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just super horny then?
Basically. No, I'm just kidding. But it was one of those things that sucked to go through because, you have to deal with all these situations like, I heard this stuff about your past and, it's like, okay, like I'm not ashamed of anything, and nothing that happened to me happened because of skateboarding. Shit just, sometimes that's the cards you're dealt with and you got to deal with it. And, I'm happy that I never gave up and just kept doing what I like to do. Like, fuck it. If someone thinks you're crazy, that's for them to think. If you let that control how you feel about yourself, then, like, you're not going to be too happy.
Oh, well, I'm pretty happy that you stuck with it, too, and I'm very impressed with what you've been able to accomplish recently with dealing with the New York City, recreation and all that stuff. How did you get into that, and what are the programs you're currently working on?
Basically, everything started over here for me a couple years ago. I walked by this place that's now called 12th and A, and we had been building boxes over at Tompkins, and this getting thrown away by the Parks Department. So this spot was about a block away, and I asked this guy that I saw in the garden that had like a Park Shack, and I said, who runs this place? He said, get in touch with Nando Rodriguez from Open Road. And Open Road was the non-profit group that ran the park. Mm-hmm. I get in touch with the guy, and I said, hey, man, if we get some sponsors to build some ramps, can we, like, keep them here and not get thrown away like at Tompkins? And he said, yeah, that's fine. He thought, like, maybe we were just, like, kind of messing around or something.
Yeah.
But then the next day we showed up with all the wood and everything and went right for the big wall ride. Like, we figured if we could get away with it, we might as well go as big as possible.
Right.
And so that's what we did. We ended up building like a Supreme Ledge and Acapulco Gold Ledge, fans kicked in money to buy bleachers for the park, so that the school saw it as something they could use for their basketball program.
Right.
And then we kept that up for a good part of a year, just bringing the stuff out of a shipping container and then putting it back. And now it's led to us having a skate park on a rooftop of another high school, a PE class where we do a skateboard physical education class at 12th and A. It's Eastside Community High School. And CCS and the Tony Hawk Foundation and a bunch of people in skateboarding have helped us to make this like a reality now, where I kind of thought, I'd never see it in my lifetime, that like, yeah, that's cool, like, it's...
And you're like teaching the class.
Yeah, like I get paid to teach PE class that has skateboarding. So it's pretty awesome. It's like, the goal of it is not so much to say, hey, this kid can do a back nose one, he gets an A+. It's more for like anybody that's never skateboarded can take the class as an elective. Like how you can take studio dance or study hall.
Right.
You can take a skateboarding class, and it's for kids to just learn the basics, like get them started so they know not to push Mongo or do a mall grab. We do little stuff, butt races, all sorts of stuff. And then, they get comfortable on a board enough to learn to skate with their friends after school. And that's kind of the idea, like just expose people to how fun it can be to just go and hang out with a crew of friends and skateboard.
Yeah, that's cool. Something else I was pretty stoked on was when you went to that pot rally and made all the stupid stoners aware of how lame smoking weed is.
That's a good one. See, that was a perfect example of like sometimes you just gotta go for it, like spur of the moment. And how that came about was we showed up to Tompkins to just like skate flat ground, like play a game of skate with a friend. And my friend had a camera, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? There's like 30,000 people in this park, and it's usually not like that. So we walk over to see what the deal is. The guy gets his camera out. I have the megaphone because we were doing like a little like game of skate thing at Tompkins.
Right.
And we used to just hassle people with that thing anyways because it was kind of fun. So we walk up, and I just started messing with him, and like, the irony behind it was that I had an angel dust hat on and an Acapulco Gold shirt, but like somehow nobody got that it was like an ironic thing.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things. I think it was fun, but at the end of it, like looking back, like I could have gotten fucked up by them.
Yeah, they seemed like they got real pissed.
It was so gnarly, dude. Like
they weren't mellow stoners at all.
No, I couldn't believe it, dude. It was pretty funny though, but like, I guess that was just one of those moments of like not thinking, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, it made me very proud of you. So, good job.
Thanks, dude.
And then Augie hipped me to this crazy stuff that's going on in Cuba where the kids can't get any boards, and we're supposed to take a trip down there in April, and you're supposed to come with us.
I hope I can make it happen, and I'd be super psyched to go to Cuba or anywhere that we can. I mean, dude, I don't know so much about the Cuba. I know that Red Bull helped them build a skate park down there, and that, like, every country needs kids skating. It keeps them out of trouble. It's like how kids have soccer in Brazil. If they didn't have soccer in Brazil, what the hell would they be doing?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be sick if we can get some companies to throw a bunch of boards down to Cuba for the kids. They got a big skate scene. I saw some video clips from down there.
Yeah.
But they're, like, hard up, dudes, like, drilling old broken decks together to 2x4s and, like, all sorts of stuff. Like, kids in America, they don't realize how good we got it. We got a black president, and anything you can imagine can happen in this country.